Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Behind the Jethroverse. My name is Rowan Wood. I am the co-creator, writer, director, actor, everything in the Jethroverse, and I am joined once again by my good friends Summer Bates and Catie Clarke. We are going through almost all of the Jethroverse, giving our thoughts, some behind-the-scenes things, fun little things. And Catie hasn't seen a lot of these before, so it's a great opportunity for everyone, not just Catie, to catch up before the Jethroverse finale premieres on March 31st, the 4-year anniversary of the Jethroverse. It's coming up. It's coming
That's
up.
crazy.
I know, right? But today, actually last week, I want to address, I incorrectly said that we would be covering Drake and Wayne this week. But then I realized upon reviewing the schedule, there are 6 episodes of Drake and Wayne, and we do not have time to look at those before the Jethroverse finale movie. If you haven't seen Drake and Wayne, go watch it. I'm sure the 3 of us will watch it eventually, but it doesn't fit in as much to the Jethroverse canon as much as the rest of these things do. And also next week, we start our 5-episode multiversal rewatch, although those are not going to be commentaries. No. Multiversal deserves 5 comprehensive documentary episodes. I've edited the first one. It is a lot of fun. The first one is coming out this Friday, actually. So 2 Behind the Jethroverse episodes in 1 week. But for now, we are going to watch today, as I'm sure you've seen from the title and the thumbnail, we are going to watch Beyond Help, the first post-COVID Jethroverse project, not counting Drake and Wayne, that was produced before the pandemic. But after the Jethroverse season 3 finished up in December of 2019, I had a lot of plans. I was making a Gatsby movie. It was going to be great. I was making a Jethroverse epilogue where all of the plot threads would be tied up. And then COVID happened, and I could not film with anyone aside from my family. So I cooked up this. I cooked up Beyond Help, a feature film about my character, Ezra Thorne, directly following the Jethroverse, involving only my family for the first half, and then sort of branching off, including other characters, both past and present, in the second half. So if you haven't seen Beyond Help, it is going to be a lot of fun. And this is the first one that we are covering that all of us have seen. So hopefully we'll all have a lot to talk about. So without further ado, as soon as I finish figuring out this screen sharing thing, we are going to start a Beyond Help. Catie and Summer, is there anything you guys would like to say before we get started?
Not before we get started. I don't have anything.
Excellent. Wonderful.
I don't think so. Ready to get into it.
All right, here we go. Yeah, so I actually filmed the first scene for Beyond Help like March 20th of 2020. It was just something to sort of occupy myself and my brother while we were in quarantine.
My name is Ezra Thorne.
Yeah. I don't know how I feel about these.
Some bad things.
Looking back on this opening, I think I like the one for the sequel a little bit better.
I really like the one for the sequel.
Yeah.
Not to say this one's bad, but
yeah. Earth 9.
Yeah, so when I was watching it the first time, those cuts made no sense to me.
Right. And now you know it's stuff that he did in the Jethroverse.
I'm actually 3 times that age.
Yeah, I think this one is great. Beyond Help, I think, is perfect for people who have not seen the Jethroverse before, because like Ezra is explaining everything right off the bat here. There's no, I feel like you could jump in here without having seen any of the other.
I did jump in here without having seen anything.
Exactly, and
well, technically, I jumped into the sequel to this movie.
Right. But it worked for you, right? You got the gist well enough.
When I was a little bit older, I left.
Yeah, I filmed this in my favorite filming location in the Cape Cod Chronicle.
And I was happy.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, right.
My favorite filming location is the basement of the Chronicle.
It's true. And which I will make full use of in this movie. But I filmed here spring of 2020, and no one was there at the Chronicle. No one was coming in. They were all working remotely, and so I think actually, no, it was for the sequel that I was filming my opening, and then my dad's boss came in and I told him what I was doing. He was like, "Oh, have fun, Rowan."
Came to Earth 1.
Ooh, this bit I filmed on a cruise in 2018, and I have just been waiting to find a place to actually use this footage, and I felt Ezra's backstory was the perfect place. But I just love these shots. They look so cool.
Where'd you go on a cruise?
To the Florida Keys, Mexico, and Belize, I believe.
Belize, I believe.
It's unbelievable, which is the pun that they couldn't stop using.
Macklin and I, the other day, we were talking about this because he is thinking about buzzing his hair and dyeing it hot pink.
Ooh. Interesting.
I think you could rock it.
That would be like, I know, you know, Macklin changes his look up every few months, but like that would be a completely new look on it.
He said he's thinking about doing it over February break.
Ooh.
So soon.
Boy. Yeah, very soon.
I let my past.
We were talking about
of my past.
That episode of the Jethroverse.
Did he have anything?
He said it was like the most fun day ever.
Yes.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Because I was talking about how I never see him. So he was like, I mean, if I'm in one of Rowan's projects, I'm sure you'll be around. I was like, yeah, definitely.
But this time,
it's true.
Someone rescued me from myself.
I also think this intro, there's going to be a lot of me being self-critical in this movie just because it's mostly me. But yeah. I feel like this intro is just a little bit too long. It's not out there so I thought that it would be too long when I made it, but then when I showed it to people, when people were watching it, they said that they really loved the intro. And
no
one
really
told me
the intro.
Yeah, no one mentioned that it may or may not be too long, and so I'll take that as a personal victory.
Every day
I think you would think it was too long because you know the story beforehand.
It's true, very
but
true.
For people that don't, like for me, it was really helpful because I literally didn't know anything.
Right.
And the flashbacks are really nice as well because it's not just a Rowan time. It's you know, it's.
Although we do love our Rowan time.
We do love our Rowan time. I never, you know, I
raised to be a killer.
I got a photo to bring up.
Person who didn't lose.
I'm scared.
Something horrible.
Yeah.
Well, Rowan, there is actual like Rowan time. Like there's a metric of time measurement that is Rowan time.
It's true.
And that is the truth.
It's true.
Is that when Rowan goes much faster than the speed limit?
Yes.
Okay, so my friend my friends made this of our friend Owen. Owen time. And so then they made this of me. It's the bottom half of me. Rowan time. It's great. Anyway. I had so much fun filming this sequence with Lear. So my brother was behind the camera for this. We filmed it in a local cemetery. Same place we did the opening for the sequel as well.
And that one was just summer.
Yeah. I do quite like this filter as well. You know, I think it sort of contributes to the whole fantasy element of you know, this isn't, you know, Ezra is visiting the grave of his dead wife as we see at the end of this intro. And so he's sort of out of it a little bit, and that's what I was going for with this. But,
so did you just happen to find a headstone with her name, or did you name her after the headstone?
I named her after the headstone. Her name was originally much different in the original series, but then I changed it because I found a headstone in a good location. Samantha Ellis, a character we eventually see in the sequel and reappearing in the Jethroverse Hall of Victory, and perhaps Beyond Help 4 as well.
Maybe.
Actually, no, she will. I can confirm. I contacted Erica about it the other day. So, summer more filming for us in Mashpee. I guess I would be the one meeting you down there at this point, right? Instead of driving both of us.
Yeah.
Crazy.
At some point, I want to film in the woods in Sandwich again because that was so fun.
You need only say the word.
I loved that filming location.
Katie, I told you that I wrote another scene with you for Beyond Help, for one of the Beyond Helps, right?
No, you didn't.
Oh, I did. Well, I did. I wrote a new scene for us.
Okay.
Yeah.
You just want to have me back so bad.
I mean, you said it, not me. So this scene is very also very early on in the pandemic. This is the first scene I wrote for Beyond Help. I originally envisioned it as a 3-episode miniseries, and it was literally only me and my family. It was less connected to the overall Jethroverse than it gets in the second half of this movie.
Is this supposed to be another version of Jeffrey?
Yeah, this is Earth 2. It's said at the beginning. So this is their family from the next universe over.
What the hell, Dad? Why is everything always a joke to you?
I had to figure out a way to bring them back because one of them is dead. So, and 2 of them are hell bent on revenge against Vincent Cain. So
that'll do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. May I be excused? Just kidding. I don't give a shit.
What a little shithead.
I don't give a shit.
Lear had so much fun saying that line, as you might be able to tell.
Why would you let him say "give a fuck"? I don't give a fuck.
I don't give a shit.
That honestly didn't cross my mind. I think "give a fuck" would have been funnier, but "give a shit" was just what I wrote.
I guess there's nothing we could do, and hopefully he'll come around at some point.
Oh my god, are those Funko Pops?
Yes,
Do you
Lear
have over 200 of those?
Lear has a lot of those, but I have about 10 times more than him. So
You have over 200 or something?
I do.
I don't know where I heard that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't
my
know
God,
who
that's so
could
gross.
have possibly told you.
We could have possibly said that. Just a harmless joke, though.
Of course.
Oh my god.
I love
Biggest
how
ick
we
ever.
are referencing things that literally no one watching will understand.
No one. Because it's in our private group chat.
I've been here
When Ezra takes off the sunglasses and he has the glasses underneath, that got the biggest laugh when I showed it at a
That's
theater
pretty funny.
on campus. It was really good.
Harsh. He is an old friend of mine.
Yeah, so this was the first scene that I ever shot. Lear and I went to a beach near our house and filmed
I
there
do
for
really like
40
these
minutes.
shots on the beach with Ezra.
Me
I
too.
love these.
Are you sure you're at the right place?
Yeah. Also, this is defining Ezra's look for the rest of his Jethroverse
Entire life.
because I fucking love that jacket that I got for my birthday in 2019, right before COVID,
Sorry, Ezra.
and I will not part with it ever. So,
And that's okay.
and that's okay.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll head back to the office.
Yeah, I don't know whose house that is in the background, but it looks great.
I was gonna save this for the sequel, but Rowan, about Ezra's look. Rowan and I were supposed to film before we were all supposed to hang out and watch the movie. And we didn't even get to film it because someone forgot the watch and the glove.
That was
Ezra,
yeah,
are you okay?
that was for Beyond Mercy, but
Yeah. I'm fine.
Are you
Beyond
now?
No.
These things are so hard to close.
Make a quick trip to Earth 2.
what is?
Earth
Oh, the
2?
cookies.
Why?
The cookie
Oh
things.
yes, yeah.
Don't worry, Claire.
I should have brought snacks. Oh well.
An old friend.
Tis
We'll take a brief intermission.
Well, I just got back from Yoko.
nice, very nice.
I just got out of the shower. And I was also playing Stardew Valley. And oh my god. I made a new friend, you guys. His
Very
name's
good.
Daniel. And he bought me Stardew Valley. And like gifted it to me via Steam. And we were playing together. And it is so fun. I love it.
Remind me what Stardew Valley is again?
It's
Remind me
basically
what-
just
yeah.
a farming. It's just like a
Like if Animal
And-
Crossing and Minecraft had baby.
yes.
That's
That's a very good analogy.
That's a great descriptor.
You can build, you can farm, you can fish, you can meet NPCs, you can mine. You know.
Can you kill NPCs?
What do you guys think of the classical music?
Probably not.
I don't know.
Makes dinner feel more fancy,
Shame.
that's for sure.
I'm not a sociopath, I swear.
I swear.
What was that, dear?
Oh, a little depressed Jeffrey.
Music sucks.
Yeah.
That's very rude, young man.
I'm
okay,
honestly
Teddy.
not
Now I
a
get the
fan
sense
at
of our son's
all
musical
of
taste.
of
Alexa,
both the first dinner
off.
scene and this dinner scene, just because I don't know. First of all, filming with my
Alexa,
family
off.
is fun for about 2 minutes, and then it starts being incredibly frustrating.
Alexa,
Mostly because of
off.
Mostly because of Lear. My parents are great about everything, but Lear is that is his expression there is a great indicator of how he always feels during filming.
Really?
Yeah, he does.
Are we gonna check?
He has fun doing it, and
We
I
do anything.
do appreciate everything we do, but he is not making everything easy while we actually film.
Absolutely roasting the brother.
Yeah, he'll survive. He's probably not
He
watching.
will. No.
Yeah. I actually quite like this bit as well, where my dad smashes himself in the face with pans. Although I actually had to reverse the footage there because I didn't want him to actually slam himself in the face. So here. That was reversed, and it's painfully
Teddy!
obvious, but I think it's hilarious.
Teddy!
Yeah, so this is Ted and Mary King, the doppelgangers of Ted and Mary Jackson from Earth 1, from the Jethroverse.
Okay.
Yeah. In the original Jethroverse epilogue that I was making right before the pandemic, and I wrote 6 of the 10 episodes. It was going to be fantastic. Literally every plot thread that you could imagine from the Jethroverse was going to be tied up. You remember that Jethro doppelganger Jack that traveled with Jethro for a while and then he just disappears.
Mm-hmm.
We find out what happened to him. We find out what happened with Dr. Jackson and Jethro and Jeffrey and all that. We find out what Jeffrey said to Jethro, and like literally everything is tied up. Most of those things I think I got to in the finale movie, but some of them there was just no good way of getting back, especially once Brennan left again.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah. I definitely could not have done anything with Jack after that, but
Right.
yeah, I wish that the most important character, that one of the most important characters in this universe is not played by the one that keeps on quitting. But whatever, it is what it is.
There's two that kept on quitting.
It's true, but Annalise was much less of a problem. Especially in Hollow Victory, like I actually turned her absence. You guys listening, watching out there will see when the movie comes out. But I turned Annalise's absence at the very end of the movie into actually I think a really strong plot point that informs Ezra's decisions in Beyond Help 3 and 4, and his whole motivation actually. But Jethro was just he had things to actually do that it was kind of really difficult to get around. So I think I make it work, but it's just
you do
frustrating. Thank you.
How could he have done
You
so?
most definitely do.
I'm scared for our son.
Yeah.
Maybe we should be scared for ourselves.
But what should we do about it?
What can we do?
There must be an explanation for all of this. We could.
My mom. After when my mom was watching this, she said, Rowan, you should have told me that you were going to put this on YouTube. I would have at least worn a bra. And I was like, what do you think I'm filming
remember
for,
you
Mom?
saying that.
Just filming for fun.
I'll get it.
Yeah.
For funsies. I mean, it is for fun, but it's also like
It's true, but it's also, a serious part of my canon. I love how the Arrival poster has been there since the first season of the Jethroverse.
My name's Ezra Thorne, And I'm here
in
to
every
assist
single
you with
universe.
that.
The
Still one
arrival
of my
poster is
favorite
on the door.
movies.
It's so good, isn't it? I haven't seen it in a
Love
while.
that
I
movie.
have to rewatch it.
Me as well.
Yeah. Oh man, I really like these shots. I don't remember who was filming it, but I like when.
I was gonna say who was filming.
Yeah, probably. I mean, one of my parents, obviously. But that shot is also great, where I look down at Jeffrey and walk out into the hallway. I think I used that in the first trailer.
Why is he limping if he hit himself in the
There's
face?
something wrong with your
Because
son.
he fell
There was
on
something
his
drawing me here. I
leg.
think there is. I don't know what was drawing
You want to know the real reason for that, Katie? Is that I wasn't thinking, or he wasn't thinking. One of us or both of us weren't thinking.
I'm an investigator of sorts.
So somewhere in between. Also, I love how I avoid showing the camera in the mirror there by having my dad stand right there. If he had moved his neck just a little bit, you would have seen the camera. Anyway, I digress. At some point in between the Jethroverse season 3 and this, Ezra has sort of used the skills that he picked up with working with Claire to travel throughout the multiverse and you know, sort of help people. I just think it's quite interesting
My wife's dead body
how
in my cold, shivery embrace.
I'm trying to work through my strange performance here. How
In my cold, shivery embrace.
I forgot the lines there. That's definitely not what I wrote in the script. But I think I just think it's quite interesting how I skip over showing that directly, but I think it still works with his characterization because we accept it based on what we saw at the end of the season.
Don't bother. I have a portable sleeping bag.
I love this
A
line.
sleeping bag is portable by definition.
Originally, I wrote the line, I have a portable sleeping bag, and my mom was like, Rowan, a sleeping bag is portable by definition. I was like, that's great. Please say that. This shot is also fantastic if you couldn't see the camera light reflected in the window. But that is not something that a lot of people notice. But, oh man, this shot's so good. Oh man.
Who are you?
Jeez. I'm a stranger, but I'm here to help.
I want you guys to notice how the buttons that I have on, just shot by shot, not yet, but eventually they just start getting lower. The buttons keep on getting unbuttoned.
Okay.
For absolutely no reason at all.
Why are you awake?
I heard you.
Oh man. I think Lear is quite a good actor. He's like, I know he's not like, you know, he's not like a movie star, but he is like Channing Tatum and Keanu Reeves. He needs roles that make full use of the specific skill set that he has.
Okay.
I think that I've mostly given that to him. His characters are somewhat inconsistent, but whatever. Katie, how's he doing in Young Company?
That's a really good question because we have not gotten to any of his scenes yet.
Who's awake?
Wow.
And we show on Friday.
Right when this episode comes out.
Wait, what show are you doing?
Wait, no, hold on. Right when the next episode.
We're doing a mashup of Hamlet and Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead.
And you haven't rehearsed with him, and you...
So my group is doing Act 1. And so for roles, we split up Rosencrantz and Guildenstern into 3 sections. And Lear's is the 3rd section.
And you're performing this Friday?
Yes.
Wow. First of all,
okay.
I think we got to, it's like 30 pages, and I think we're like halfway done.
Not really.
Less than halfway.
Who the hell is this guy?
well, first of all, if someone could take any videos or photos, that would be much appreciated.
We were talking about filming it today.
Excellent. Yeah, you should definitely do that. Just for me, only for me, no one else, obviously. Second of all, good luck.
Thank you.
You really don't remember.
I don't remember anything. Certainly not getting out of bed late last night and going to see you.
Lear is just eating green bean juice.
That's disgusting.
Very disgusting. I'm way out of focus. on that.
Disgusting.
I also quite like the music choice that I chose for not just this scene, but this movie. This was when I was branching into like using music from other movies and shows and stuff, because I'm not making money off of this or anything, so I can do that.
Oh yeah, there's
Right.
so many buttons.
I know, right?
Wow.
And in the Jethroverse season 3, I only used music from Avengers Endgame. That was it. But here
It is Endgame, you
and
guys.
for multiversal and everything going forward, I use everything. I use music from a lot of stuff. Like this is music from the Umbrella Academy that's playing right now. But yeah.
Took his form, I guess, but
Rowan is naked in this shot.
I put my glasses and it just slides down. These are things that I was not thinking about while I was filming, but the fact that I ignore them, I think, is the funniest part of it.
Your face looks so different without glasses.
Right? I know.
Oh, good segue. Hey, that's Will. I am getting glasses probably.
Ooh,
Really?
Interesting.
Well, I'm epically blind. It's not even funny.
That's
don't
the
even
legal
care
term,
if my
epically
insurance
blind.
helps. Yeah, epically blind, meaning I can't see a road sign until I turn into that road.
Oh, geez.
Yeah,
it's
not
that could be
great.
a problem.
Yeah, it is. GPS is my best friend.
What
But
are you gonna wear glasses or contacts or a mix of both, or do you not know yet?
glasses. I don't think I could do contacts. I'm very squeamish. I don't care if insurance helps at this point. I think I have enough
Right.
money to like just do it.
Right.
So you guys are gonna have to be the judge of what frames
Of course.
look
Yes,
good in my
of
head.
course. When are you getting them?
I don't know. I need to set up a doctor's appointment and then from there get a reference to an eye doctor.
Very
And
nice.
then hopefully try to finesse the insurance system.
I'm trying to like stay serious and be in this conversation while also that puppet stares into my soul.
You know,
That's great though. Yeah, I mean, I love my glasses. I love wearing glasses. I think I look much better with glasses than without. And I think you're gonna look great with glasses.
hope so. I've needed them since 7th grade.
Wow. And yet somehow you got your
Yeah.
license.
Well, here's the thing. I've become progressively more blind.
Interesting.
Like a few years ago, Mass Health would not pay for my glasses because I wasn't blind enough.
Ah. Interesting.
Oh, God. They're going to be so cringe for me.
Well,
That's Zoom.
That's Zoom.
that was Jarrett, by the way. Jarrett's behind the camera for this bit. And yes, Mr. William
That
Minoy
guy.
making his Jethroverse debut. He has a cameo in the Jethroverse Hall of Victory, actually, and I will be very curious where if you guys can spot it. It's quite sneaky, but
I brought what you
yeah.
requested.
What?
yeah. But yeah,
I collected Carrie
oh
Buck's
god,
soul.
this
brought
is
her back
this
to
is
life.
when I feel like Beyond Help
I
starts to
worked
get real,
to
and
create
I
a
really like the scene,
technological
despite the fact that I
miracle.
look
And I'm not
very
giving this
weird
to
and very
you
dumb
until
with
you
these
give
glasses.
me what I was promised in return.
Yeah, I think Will did a
notice
great
you
job
don't
here with the
have any
physicality.
of your
Alan
clone
is doing a great
soldiers
job as
with
the voice
you.
of Moloch, and yeah.
Why should that matter?
There's nothing stopping me from killing.
Will
you
just
and
brought a real knife.
taking.
I was like,
I know.
okay, we can use this knife, and Will was like, why are we gonna use a fake knife when I have a real one? And I had no answer to that. He brought up a good point.
Oh,
Will's hair looks really healthy. I know that's not
I
like
think it
Will has such beautiful hair. It is so unfair. His eyelashes are also like miles long.
Of course they are, and they're curled too. I
really-
bet.
And
Yeah.
every innocent person within 2 miles in the process.
Really jealous.
Think I give a shit?
That's not
He
fair.
looks
innocent
so different
people?
now. It's wild.
Besides, it's better than being taken out by a 2-bit demon.
Katie,
Sure.
little Jethroverse connection here for you. So remember in the Jethroverse season 2 when Ezra resurrected Carrie Voss
This will not
from the dead? So he mentioned
Partnership
he
between
resurrected
you and
her
I
to get her soul for the demon.
I no longer trust you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hand me the
connection.
box and the detonator.
No. A demon is only as good
I was
as
trying to, because those glasses are extremely reflective. I couldn't. I had to stay focused on what I was supposed to be looking at because
You shall leave here.
I couldn't fake anything because anything that I was looking at would be reflected in the glasses.
my end of the bargain as well.
But yeah.
First.
So that's $40 that Will had on that day. When we were in the car, we went to Cumbies afterwards, and he realized he didn't have it anymore. So we had to rush back to the playground to try to find it. Miraculously, it was the 2 bills were still on the ground. They had not moved, even though it's, as you can see, it's very windy outside, which was
that is odd.
yeah. Is this? Oh yeah, it's this scene. The first half, despite the awkward family like stuff with my whole family, I think there are some really, really good moments because this is the first time the Jethroverse has really, sort of dabbled in like legitimate horror, and I think there are some really good moments in this
I agree.
first half. Like when my dad went up to see my brother and the puppet was there and.
Are you spoiling the movie, Ryan?
Huh?
Are you spoiling it?
No.
Wow. It's kind of disrespectful of you. Reading the whole box in was a bad idea.
Directly at the camera. Do you guys notice that?
No, go back. Oh, yeah. Okay, Rowan.
Why?
On that note, I will.
You're like, Lear,
be
you
right
getting
back.
this?
Excellent.
You're basically like, Lear, you getting this? You following? Lear.
That's probably what it was. I didn't fully 100% trust him with the camera and to do it right. I think he did a really good job. But and this next bit, I really, really love in front of the mirror.
Remember I had to film you and Nate once? It was horrible. I was so bad at it.
You were great. That was the scene in the office. Yeah, that was the scene in the office with the one that we reshot because I had originally shot it with Sarah and Annalise, and I had to reshoot it with Nate and me. Yeah, no, you did a great job.
Thank you.
There are some, I think one of the impressive things you did without having seen the stuff that I shot before, you perfectly match the camera movements with the stuff that I did before, which was great.
Thank you.
That was what I really needed. So, yeah.
I should have watched those shots before I did it, though.
Honestly, you never would have been able to tell that you didn't.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
this scene is also excellent,
man,
except for
what do
the terrible sound effects.
Jesus, White.
Is something wrong?
I hate the sound effects of this thing. That big ass punch. Oh no.
This was only a couple years ago, too.
This was almost 2 full years ago, which blows my mind. Because this it doesn't feel like yesterday, but it doesn't feel like 2 years ago.
You were a junior.
Oh yeah.
Time is weird.
Time is so weird. I'm working on a big Jethroverse recap video. It's probably going to end up being 20, 25, 30 minutes long before Hall of Victory, so that people can watch that without having to watch all the Jethroverse, and they can still enjoy the Jethroverse finale. And also for those who it may have been a while since they watched it. Yeah. I have no guarantees of when that's going to be done, but before the movie, for sure. Yeah. I'm also recruiting some fun. A friend of mine that works for a website that I do work at that lives in Australia is doing a voiceover for the Jethroverse Hall of Victory, so that's going to be great.
Whoa!
I can't say who it is because it's quite ridiculous, and it's not a spoiler. But Summer, it was in a scene that you were in. Actually, I'll tell you about it after we stop recording. You'll have to remind me, but yeah.
Okay.
What did you do? It was self-defense.
I'm sure the judge is going to love that.
Self-defense. I love it.
Self-defense. You murked my son.
My son is literally bleeding out on the ground. He is
literally, not metaphorically.
Why didn't you just go around them?
Because I thought it would look cooler if I went through them, and it did. I love how I showed that like Ezra can like literally freeze people in time, and that's never ever brought up again and never ever acknowledged. He could do that before he gets the robot hand. I think it has something to do with the watch that he's wearing, but still, it's something that the plot demanded immediately. But yeah. This seems.
And also, he very clearly knew that he could freeze people.
Yeah.
And he wasn't even surprised.
Right.
Every time you take off your glasses, it's a little unsettling for me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Well, I pretty much never see you without your glasses.
No detonator this time.
Bro, you barely ever do.
Your face looks empty.
You literally look naked and like a different person, and that's.
I know. I totally look like a different person, right?
You completely do.
The whole like Superman thing. I get it now.
Yeah. Yeah. That's why it's part of the reason why I've been wearing my glasses full time. Not only because my eyes have gotten worse. I think that's because I've been wearing my glasses full time, but since I got them in 5th grade only to be able to see the board. And then I only wore them in school, and that was literally it. But then when we went to England the following summer, we were going to Buckingham Palace to see the changing of the guard, and I forgot my glasses. And we were in the subway, or sorry, the tube. And so we had to go all the way back to the apartment to get my glasses. And it was
my goodness!
And ever since then, I've been wearing them full time. So, yeah,
that's so interesting.
I know, right? But I also think I look much better with the glasses.
I'll probably say I'm not gonna wear them full time, but I will.
Yeah.
I was hoping to make a deal.
Who knows? Maybe Liza from the holiday special from the different universe is gonna have glasses.
Oh my God! Right.
It'll be a good way to distinguish you, honestly, from from the other Liza.
And you will be very well compensated.
You're the only person in that in the special playing 2 characters.
Desire, it's yours.
You do realize you're playing with fire, right?
Little insight on the holiday special coming for the folks listening in. Yeah. Coming December 2022.
Anything you want, my boy, it will be yours.
You promise not to collect anytime soon.
I honestly think Alan's voice works really well with Will's physicality.
I do too. That must have been really funny just standing there, though.
It was so funny.
Just.
I'll let you decide.
All right, good.
For
See.
this, that was what it was. For this handshake, Will worked on it with me for like 5 minutes. He was like, "Bro, no. This is how you shake hands." And I was apparently really bad at it. So.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. He's so predictable.
The thing is, your eyes are very sunken into your face. So when you're standing, you don't have your glasses on. The shadows are crazy. It looks like you have not slept a day in your life.
I know, right? Yeah.
And I think that's why you look so different, because just then you looked normal.
Right.
To me.
Right.
Rowan's a shapeshifter.
This scene also was just so much fun to do. I did this in the summer. Jared and I spent like a full day with just me in the house with the puppet too. But yeah, this was fun.
I like the music here.
Yes, this is from Doctor Who, season 7. Lear, of
Lear
course,
screaming.
the voiceover. Yeah. This was such a fun acting challenge. Me acting opposite the puppet that was not moving. I had to make it look like it was moving.
Surprise!
When I showed this in class, sorry, not in class, at the theater on campus here, everyone was losing their shit at the scene. They did not expect this at all, and it was so amazing.
Oh, I want to come visit you.
Fuck! Surprise, bitch!
Bitch!
Jarrett was like, Rowan, why are you making out with the puppet? I think I'm doing a fine enough job selling that it's actually eating my face.
You're doing a great job. I believe you that it was eating your face.
Yeah. Lear cannot do that high-pitched scream anymore, by the way. I asked him to recreate it for the Hollow Victory, and he could not. Oh yeah, that's I guess a minor reveal that the puppet comes back in Hollow Victory. But that's been in the trailers for.
Did you just use the same audio?
No, I didn't, because Beyond Help, I filmed I filmed and edited before I had the editing software that I have now, Final Cut.
Go!
I don't have access to any of the original files. Yeah. Same with Jethroverse. It's all.
There are two of them.
It's all there now. Yeah.
This scene's really funny.
Yeah.
It is.
There's two of them?
Yeah. Oh, fun fact: Lear also voices the dog.
The dog.
Yeah. And me falling over because that really heavy book was real, and we just had to roll with it.
You just want me to leave?
That's what I said.
Man, this is fun. Yeah, the puppet could not stand up on its own, so we had to employ some very interesting and creative methods to get that to work.
None of this makes any sense!
That's what's so goddamn great about it.
Goddamn great.
Goddamn. Goddamn.
And here we get the probably the turning point in Ezra's this is probably the turning point in Ezra's character arc.
Why?
When he,
so you can stop us from
when he
doing what we were
loses
created to
his
do?
hand.
Oh yeah.
Everything, literally everything that happens
about
later
this makes
would not have
I
happened
believe
because
that
of
is
this.
above your pay grade, Ezra boy.
I think it's quite fascinating, honestly. That is my dad's favorite shot of this, when the knife comes up with the puppet.
Leave me alone, okay? I'll
Yeah,
leave.
I
I'll
love
leave.
this
No more Ezra interference. Just you can do whatever you want. Please, just let me go.
Star Wars music.
I thought this was Star Wars.
About no.
This was terrifying to film.
My friend,
That
I
was
don't
moving
know
at
if
full
you've ever
speed.
felt true
But yeah.
physical pain.
However, it was me with my other
Trigeminal
hand moving at full
cluster
speed, so at
headaches,
least I had
gunshot
full
wounds,
control over it. But
and childbirth are some of the most painful things humans can experience, and I've been lucky enough to avoid all of those. But the time I lost my hand was the single most amount of pain that I have ever felt, and the most that I
Hear
ever
me
hope
out.
to feel.
When you lose your hand, do you still feel the pain? Because like technically all your nerves are cut.
But you
Still
feel
feel-
the pain from right here.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. Also, you could not hack off my hand with that knife blade in one clean swipe,
Sadistic bitch!
but it would have been quite
I gotta
messy
hand it to ya.
to do it in
That
multiple.
was unexpected.
Why would you do this,
Very
Jeffrey?
insightful.
You're a
I
kid!
know, right?
Who hurt you?
Well, Ezra, you
Who
overplayed your
hurt
hand
you?
is all.
Enough with the goddamn puns!
Face the facts, Ezra.
I could not have filmed
You
this
belong
after
to
we got
us
our
now.
dog. It would have been virtually impossible.
Oh, am I? Is that what you want to tell yourself?
Well, you're stuck. You have no way out.
Oh, how do you think I got here in the first place, huh?
It's a different watch.
No!
The voice cracks are too funny.
I think that was intentional.
No, I know they're intentional.
What if they weren't though?
That's great.
That's a little sad.
Hey, Ezra.
Fuck
Good
yeah.
to see you, buddy. So, you have
Oh,
one new
yes,
message
I
from your
remember
lady
this part. I
friend.
like this part.
Heinrich.
Honestly, she may be breaking up with you, so if I were you, I might hold off on listening to the message. I mean, why would a girl like her ever get with a guy like you? That's
Played by
my
Nate
question.
Healy, another
Because
Monomoy
if I
theater
could
student,
speak candidly,
doing the trend of Monomoy
my
students,
sassy AI
Monomoy
friend,
Theater
I am
students
not
from the
in
University of Hartford
fucking
appearing here.
mood.
He's going to pop
You
up
have a
in the
message?
Jethroverse Hall of Victory as well. So
Just
it is
play
it is a true
Please.
who's who of past
All right,
Jethroverse
buddy.
cast.
You're the boss.
Hi, Ezra. I'm not sure if you'll get this before I come back, but I went out for groceries on Earth 13. There's a pandemic there because everyone has such bad luck. That means there'll be nobody at the grocery stores, though.
Why
So
would
I
you-
guess now's the chance. The supermarket on Earth 50 is always too
I feel like
so hopefully
the
I'll come
chance
back
of
with enough for the next
catching
few months.
the virus from
I hope
the
everything
pandemic
went
on
well
Earth
your little
13
side
and
adventures.
potentially
I
bringing
love
it back
you.
to another universe, the risk is much greater than, oh, no line at grocery store. It's not
Right?
worth it.
Like, grocery store is not that,
There to come
like,
back immediately to help
difficult.
me out,
It's not that
but
terrible.
I couldn't very well continue on with a wrist stump gushing blood.
So Ezra, he decides to cauterize it in the most painful way possible. You can see Jared in the fridge filming.
Oh, barely.
Yeah, barely. Then again, I've seen this maybe like 15 times, so
Right.
maybe even 20. Yeah.
When was this filmed
In
again?
the
When?
basement, there was a
Summer
hidden
of
device that would
2020.
craft me
Oh, excuse me.
synthetic
Summer of
hair.
2020.
It wouldn't be perfect, but it would certainly be
Just a
better
few
than
months after
nothing.
the pandemic started.
And did you already have the script prepared, or was this something you wrote because of the pandemic?
This is something I wrote because of the pandemic. Would not have existed otherwise.
All right.
Yeah. Originally going to be a 3-episode series, and then I figured it would work better as a movie. Actually, I had shot all of it before I decided to do it as a movie. So originally it was going to be a series, and it was filmed with that in mind. It kind of feels that way, because we have the first half, then we have Ezra sort of figuring out what to do, then we have him going back and meeting all these guest stars, which would have been the episodes.
So, don't panic, but we may have a little bit of a situation here. Yeah. So again, don't panic. You may be laser focused on your shopping, but I don't want this to be out of the blue.
Laser focused on your shopping.
I ran into a little bit of trouble on Earth 2.
I just love how Ezra has a machine in the basement that can make him a robot hand. Because why not? A robot hand that I will only show once. Because how the fuck am I supposed to do that?
Everything's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
I do think it's very creative, though.
Thank you.
What am I doing?
There we go. The one look we're gonna have at Ezra's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Become a part of Ezra's iconic. I almost said iconic iconography.
Oh yeah.
Next order of business: finding a device.
I love how there's like narration in this one scene and in no other scenes ever. I actually quite like this scene as well, even though it's relatively superfluous to the story. It's just Ezra exploring all the weird shit that Dr. Jackson would have in the basement left over from the Jethroverse. Yeah. We have the mask that will eventually be used at some point for our character. We have the Grim Reaper scythe from the Jethroverse. Naturally. Even though the Grim Reaper was erased from existence or something. And we have a Cyberman head from Doctor Who, just because I happen to have it from my trip to England. And I think I shot like a decent amount of stuff getting pulled out of there, but yeah. Now this thing I think is pretty cool, even though the effect doesn't look great. I kind of like the way that this looks me watching it. I think it kind of looks like it's there. I tried to adjust the light a little bit, and I think it actually looks pretty good. It's like a piano playing robot that you just have lying around, right?
Yeah, you just have it.
Yeah. I tried to capture all of the angles that it could possibly be at.
Very, very cool, but unhelpful.
Describes the whole sequence. Fuck yeah! We got some Drake and Wayne cameos coming up.
Woo!
Although it is a Wayne.
This didn't make sense to me the first time around.
Yeah. So this is a doppelganger of Wayne, but not a doppelganger of Drake. It's regular Drake, but this is a doppelganger of Wayne. Patrick sent me like 12 full minutes of stuff, and I could only include like a little bit of it. I released the full thing on YouTube, but God, they were really funny.
Reporting in from Earth 7. I'm the resident expert on weapons and arms dealing, and I'm here to give you
He's so kooky and weird, and I love him.
Starting today with item T4BB.
He has a really big head for his body.
He does.
I can't not say it.
B7.
This small body.
Drake.
463B. The vomiting baby boy. What does it mean? There's got to be a story here.
Item number 9999999.
Item number 999999999.
In partnership with Katie. You don't know why we have the item. Come in. You'd have to ask for a picture of us. Item 18T39. Gore Krennis' staff.
Now, Katie, this is going to
All
make a
of
lot
us
more sense
remember
when you see Drake and Wayne.
The dark times of Sea Day, Krennis Day, when Krennis became so enlarged, and the entire MVPD, myself included, had to pile within Policetron.
It's wild
in
that they
order to
made that.
defeat him.
I know, right?
You see,
That's
Gore
absolutely
Krennis
wild.
had one of the most powerful psychic minds in the entire multiverse. And before he was picked up by Argos himself, he used a series of small trinkets and staffs and items in order to channel his psychic abilities.
I cannot wait to watch
Some
Drake and Wayne with you guys. It's so fucking
that
good.
these items, including Gore Krennis' staffs,
Drake and Wayne had just come out, so this was a very like I put it into the script like quite early. I believe this came out like maybe a month, less than a month after the Drake and Wayne finale, which is what he's talking about.
For that reason, the MVPD has taken all of them into their custody. However, the rumors only have the MVPD shaken, not stirred, because there's no proof whether or not they actually contain the psychic abilities. Fake news.
That's it.
That trip was very real. Yeah. Another turning point, especially for Ezra and for the character of Raven, which will be introduced later on as well.
I wonder what that is.
Only one of the most powerful artifacts ever in the Jethroverse. Gotta hand it to my parents. They were pretty spot on with their time freezing. They were pretty method. They actually stayed out for a solid 3 days, frozen with those expressions.
Where's our son?
Where's our son?
Long story short, you kind of need to get out of here.
Featuring the tent in the backyard.
Yeah.
Trust me, you'll thank me later.
Which was there in the previous game.
What?
To give me some credit.
I like the pop.
This was fun to edit in. I quite like this.
Let's do this.
Funny.
So uncomfortable. All right, now let's do this.
As we're breaking the fourth wall, the only time.
The only purposeful time.
Exactly. Also, for this scene exclusively, the raw audio for the scene is only on one side. I think it's on the left side of the speaker, and that was because the audio settings on my camera got messed up for that one day, and I was very confused on how it happened. And then I realized there's a little dial on the side that says it's left, right, and center, and it was dialed all the way to left for some reason. So I fixed it after this day, but for this one scene, it's primarily audio is primarily on the left side. This scene is just a little bit too long. It's me just walking around the house because I did not know when to stop because Jared gave me no instruction. I guess I'm the director. I'm the director, but like Jared didn't.
But I'm back.
Yeah, I guess so.
Prizes on my sleeve this time. Puppet bastards.
I'm trying my best here.
Oh my gosh, I'm having a yawning spree.
Oh, thanks a lot, Summer.
I'm sorry.
You. Am I allowed to swear?
Yes.
You bitch.
You're welcome, guys.
Leave?
I hope everyone at home yawned too.
Yeah. Have you guys seen Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated?
I've never seen Scooby-Doo.
You've never seen any Scooby-Doo? Get out. I will kick you out. I will kick you off this call.
Is that the live action one?
No, Mystery Incorporated is so it's a 2-season animated show. Each episode is its own story, but there's also a weird bit of like interconnectedness too, and like there's a story that flows through it, and also the characters and the humor are just so much better than in any other Scooby-Doo thing ever. Also, Velma wants to fuck Shaggy so bad, and it's really funny. But yeah.
I guess I didn't even really need this.
My face off with the puppets is quite fun. I also, when the puppet reveals himself to be Moloch, I did not view that as a twist when I first did this. But
It's
Summer,
a twist.
It's a twist.
Summer, when you were watching this and you for the first time, and you texted me, you were like, "I love the puppet twist," and I was like, "What puppet twist?" And the more I think about it, the more I think it works so well. Right?
It works so well. It works so incredibly well.
Because it ties together everything that we've seen so far.
Yeah.
And it was completely unintentional, which is great.
No, it was intentional, right?
Oh yeah. Obviously, clearly. Little Jethroverse Easter egg there. Ezra was wearing the military jacket that he was wearing in season 2, episode 4, when he was first involving himself with Carrie Voss. So we can assume that it was around this time that was happening. I pay attention to continuity sometimes. I wear the same jacket in at Multiversal episode 4 in a flashback around there.
I've come to collect.
God, Will is so good.
I'm still young.
Also, Ezra has that little bottle of blood on his
I never specified how long that would be. Maybe next time, make that a part of your agreement.
Yeah, that probably would have been smart.
Do you have any preference as to how you'd like to die?
Of old age, honestly. Old age, holding the hand of the person I love. Is there any possible way I could get an extension?
Hey, Ezra talks a lot like me, I don't know why.
What?
Excuses.
Wow.
Weird, right?
Not like you play him and write his lines.
No, absolutely not.
Come to collect your soul only when you discover
Ezra and I are the same, minus the murder.
True happiness with another human being.
And the whole deal.
That sounds rational enough. I'm one of the worst people I know, so avoiding meaningful relationships should be pretty easy.
Remember, Ezra,
I fucked up that line, but I kept it in.
pride goeth before a fall.
God, that shot's so good.
I'll watch my back.
Like, just as a character design, Will, just fits the, I don't know, it just makes sense.
Here, but I had no idea that it was you.
I've come to collect, Ezra. Your soul.
I love how now that the puppet is diffused, he has the angry eyebrows.
That angry
True
brow.
happiness, right?
You must have forgotten. Else why would you have entered into a relationship with this girl, Claire Martin?
The Jethroverse continuity is so convoluted, but this movie I think does a solid job of tying specifically Ezra's story together. No matter how well, no matter if you've been paying attention really closely throughout the Jethroverse or loosely, I think it still works because if you've been paying attention quite closely, you can see that the outfits match certain points of his evolution as a character. But loosely, it just the different times I think it works quite well.
Hey,
I don't know.
you were the one that chose to possess a puppet. Not me.
Get wrecked.
This scene is kind of mean-spirited, but I stand by it. Fucking
The
murder the
suffocating?
dog puppet. I'd burn it to death. Yeah. In the fire sauna that the family has for some reason. The murder sauna.
Like the puppy squealing is.
I mean, it worked.
What is that actually?
Oh, it's like a like an individual sauna thing that my mom had. I don't know if she still has it, but so it's not entirely inaccurate, but it's, you know, it can't kill you. Some product placement there. I guess it's not really great product placement because it's being used to murder a dog puppet, but
You think you're so great, don't you?
Don't.
Oh, I'm nothing of the sort. I'm just able to tell between right and wrong.
My hair was so
Something
long.
you weren't capable of the last time we met.
What's your end game here, Molly?
This is a Doctor Who series 4.
Am I supposed to believe you did all of this? You uprooted the life of this family. You destroyed the well-being of a child just for my soul? It just doesn't seem worth it.
You would be surprised at the lengths demons will go to.
Yes, I am.
Not fast enough, Ezra boy.
You underestimate
Ezra boy.
You don't
Ezra
know the
boy.
power that thing holds.
You know what? I think I do. Prepare to feel its wrath! Work, damn it!
Get wrecked.
See, here is where I think the puppet not being able to move by itself doesn't work. I think it worked quite well in the other scene, but it doesn't work as well here. Just because, like, if I had been able to do some better stuff, I would have had, you know, like the puppet jump up on me and it, like, you know, like jumping up and down on me, and but you know, whatever.
Well, next time you work with the puppet, fish wire.
We tried that. It surprisingly did not work as well as
Really?
we wanted it to. Yeah.
What?
I don't know if it was the light or something, but
Well, my friend did because he had to animate a trash can.
ah.
Used this fishing wire, and then he connected it to a boom mic that they weren't using.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Shit! Should have taken the puppet!
I'm telling you, just press the return button.
You seriously think that's gonna work?
Well, what do I know about this teleportation stuff anyway?
No.
As you might be able to tell, my parents don't fight all that much, so they're not great at pretending to.
That's really good, though.
We're home.
They're both just so chill.
Yeah.
Hello? Hello?
Who are you calling for? Our son's dead.
First of all, thank you for reminding me of that.
That always gets
funny.
me.
Her deadpan delivery is so funny.
Where would he go?
Would you stick around the scene of a murder?
Well, fair point.
My parents aren't great actors, but I love them to death.
Your parents saying those things are just so funny, though.
Yeah. Oh, puppet popping up.
That was
that?
good.
Thank you. I don't remember whose hand that is. I think it's Lear.
Ooh, that was good. I like that.
Thank you. Oh, man.
Hey!
You can see the hand turning the puppet.
I really screwed up, Claire. Because of me, an evil puppet got a hold
No,
of my
it's
jump watch
wondering.
and has access to all of time and space. It's more complicated than it sounds, but that's the long and short of it. He could do anything with this power, Claire. Anything.
Fuck yeah, guest star number 1.
What the fuck did you do?
Sorry, guest star number 2. Will was guest star number 1.
Callis. It's good to see you.
Now, Katie, you know who this character is.
Ow! What's that for? Ow! Ow! Rough day?
You have a lot of explaining to do.
So do you. This is my case. What are you doing here?
You don't own this investigation, Ezra. I'm allowed to be here too.
I've been here since the very beginning. You're just barging in.
I was working alone, and then
The script is
unusually
right there
large bursts of psychic
on
energy
the
appeared
counter.
my monitor. I came to check it out, and then I stumbled on the scene of a double murder. Explain this, please.
Okay, let's break this down. I can tell some of you are confused.
This is very Emperor's New Groove.
She and I were friends.
Is it? I've
a
never
long
seen
time
that
ago,
movie.
and we didn't part on the best.
I'm
of
saying this
terms. I haven't
explanation
seen her
scene,
since.
not like the whole
I
thing.
can understand
Right.
that it's just
Yeah.
a little jarring
That
for her
makes
to
sense.
show up at a time like this.
You probably want, yeah, I'm the llama. You're probably wondering how I got here.
The Ezra Thorne I knew would never admit he made a mistake.
I would always try to, blame the mistake on someone else, make them believe that it was their problem. But, I really have gotten better at this.
I'm tempted to say I'm impressed. But if there's one thing I learned from my time with you, is that I should never trust anyone, especially if it's you.
I'd love to say that this is some sort of joke, slap my knee, laugh about it.
Slap my
But
knee, laugh about it.
This is real. People are dead. And it's my fault.
You're telling me this shit's your fault?
A demon puppet stole one of my jump watches. He now has free reign over all of the universe and every timeline. It's all my fault. We're screwed.
You can tell it's good
Unless-
because we're not talking.
Exactly.
I know it's supposed to be a commentary, but I'm just watching the movie.
It's true.
exactly what I
I
was
genuinely
gonna
think a
say.
lot of the scenes with me
Good
and
on
Olivia
you.
are quite good,
By
and
the way,
our rapport is
What's the big
pretty
deal
good.
with the staff?
Oh,
Also,
thanks for reminding me.
most of the scenes that we filmed together, we filmed like
in the hell did someone
20
get this is a
full
private line, buddy.
pages
Who is
of
this?
script in one day.
Better start
That was
talking
so
quick.
the majority of scenes
Hey,
with me and
Wayne,
Olivia we
Ezra
did in
Thorne
one
here.
day,
Long story
20
short,
something
I'm a
pages,
good guy now.
which is
I have a
insane
question
that we
about
did it in
Gore
one day.
Prentice's staff.
But yeah,
That's
You're gonna have to be
wild.
more
Yeah.
specific than that. He had a lot of staffs. And a staph infection.
Oh yeah. So it's the
love
one
that
very
line. Patrick
deep
improvised
in the
most of his
MVPD
dialogue here.
archives, the one that,
That
you
makes
made a
sense.
video
Yeah.
about. I need to know more about it. How to unlock the power within, all that jazz.
All that
Well, we
jazz.
don't know much
Jazz.
about the staffs, but Krennis stored some of his powers in there, for rainy days. Theoretically, possibly. Someone else could unlock the power. But only if they're also a psychic.
Yeah. I don't really know where to find one of those. They don't exactly grow on trees.
Krennis.
Even though he didn't make an appearance in Multiversal, Patrick is a pretty big part of
Something I
the
told him.
of the
Not a good
multiversal
idea, but
documentary
Art wants
videos. I interviewed
what it
him about his
wants.
thoughts on each multiversal
I'd start
episode,
with one of his
so he
ex-wives,
makes
Okay.
prominent appearances
Veronica.
there, and he has a
Now,
lot of
He was
great.
married to about
things to say,
7
so.
different women named Veronica. All
Oh my
of different
gosh,
kinds,
I just remembered when you interviewed me, I was at
varying
Will's house.
states of
I'm
sobriety.
almost
so
certain.
you're
Yep,
gonna have to maybe check
absolutely.
A few, but see if one of them could help you out with the staff. All right. I'd be.
Who is that in the
careful,
back?
That's Cade.
Most of them are.
Cade, who pops up later in the movie,
One of
was
the MVPs.
in the background.
Yeah. Good luck, Ez.
I need to find Veronica and get the staff energized.
I'll go with you.
Can you
No, Olivia, you weren't at the scene.
trace, like, is there any way you can
weren't
trace this thing
at the
throughout
filming
time?
thing when
Now,
I
you have
filmed
like
Zoe.
technology that
You
can do
can't-
that back
you
at your
can't do that.
headquarters, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. You can do that. We're gonna need all the help we can get in defeating this fucking thing.
Okay, let's do it.
Earth 16.
I swear to God, I got these calculations correct.
Assuming you're here for me, I'd say your calculations are spot on.
Veronica Krennis, I presume.
A gun and a knife?
Name since that psychic
Yeah, it's like double layers of protection.
my enemies. They would never know me by Veronica Krennis. Who the hell are you?
I guess the more layers
My
of
name's,
protection, the less effective
Ezra
it is.
Thorne,
So,
and
you know.
I really, really need your help.
That staff used to belong to my ex-husband.
That was a condom joke for all those of you listening out there. If you didn't get it.
That you have some low levels.
Look at her peeling sunburn on her back.
Wow, didn't notice.
Pretty please.
Why should I help you? And why should I trust you?
We were filming at
How do I know
Volunteer
this is
Park
some
in
sort of
Chatham.
trick?
This is where that was.
Is that not the middle school?
No, this is Volunteer Park. I filmed here again in
given
Hollow
your
Victory.
status as a fugitive is
yeah.
totally and completely understandable. But there's a demon puppet loose throughout time. Crazy, I know. But this staff and the powers inside might just be our best chance of stopping it.
What was that, Summer?
I like the music here.
Oh, thank you. This is Doctor Who
Fair
music
enough,
as well.
but
You,
Love Doctor Who music.
your sense of music and like tone, I think, is very has gotten a lot better, and it also sets the tone across more like what you're actually wanting to do. I think. And it's
Thank you.
gotten a lot better.
With this and with
They grow up so fast.
with this and with Multiversal, for some reason I didn't realize that there could be scenes when there are no music. So there is music literally every scene in this Multiversal, and I think Beyond Mercy too. But in Hollow Victory there are
Silent scenes can be very moving as well.
Exactly. So that's what I'm playing around with in Hollow Victory. I'm doing the music
Good.
editing right now actually. So
Holy shit!
good stuff.
I think that was very
Wow.
good.
Max Papstador, who played Drake, did my visual effects editing for this one. And
Okay.
Demon puppet, huh?
after that, I
Like I
started
said,
learning how to do it
crazy
myself.
shit.
But
This thing is so cool.
If you need any more help fighting this thing, just let me know.
I will. You know, hopefully this is just a one and done deal, but you know, I have a feeling this thing will be stretched out for much longer than necessary. But
yeah, about
thank you again
40 more
so
minutes of
much
it.
for your help, though.
You're right, though. I should learn how to trust people again.
It's a valuable skill, just don't be too trusting. That's when you let your guard down, and that's never good.
Oh, hey. So I've isolated an energy source that could be the puppet.
No need.
Oh, okay. Any luck with the staff?
I think I like her acting so much
Well, we'll have time to
with
admire the magic
you
staff
two
later.
together,
Let's see
because
this bitch.
when she acts, when it's like I look at her and I'm not thinking, oh, she's acting right now.
Right.
Which with some other actors you can tell, like, oh yeah, this is a line they're reading off a script, but she makes it seem very natural.
Yeah, especially in scenes that we're in together. I think because we're we're not friends now, but we were much closer when we were doing this.
Right.
And so yeah, so we were having a lot of fun doing it.
I said this isn't the original.
Wait. How?
We are approaching my favorite scene in this movie.
Somehow the puppet managed to split itself into a number of copies. And
Is that the tripod in the back?
Yes, it is. Everyone
Where?
Now, yes,
Oh
I am.
my
Yeah, that's bad.
Yeah, where?
Millions
I don't see it.
out there just running around in the multiverse.
My favorite scene.
Causing untold havoc.
The montage of the
is this
puppet
the montage?
fucking everything
Yeah.
up. Yeah. There is a portion in this montage that you'll have to remember for Beyond Help 3 and 4. You don't have to remember it, but it's brought up again. So
Just Hitler.
just straight up Hitler, who will maybe be making an appearance in a future Jethroverse project.
Hasn't so he's already made 2 appearances?
Yeah, I guess so.
That's more than enough.
Thank you.
Nice shot.
Thank you.
What exactly can we do?
Well, there's really only one thing to do.
If we had more time, actually pre-pandemic, there was going to be a whole short spin-off about Rose Callis, about her character and her backstory and where she came from and all that. And so that I think would have been really interesting in fleshing out her character a bit more. But yeah,
We're going to have to split up.
COVID fucked us over.
COVID do be doing.
It do be doing though.
It could be our best.
It do be. Dooby dooby doo.
Where are you?
Oh,
Do.
I was getting a
Am I crazy? Or was the puppet just on the chair?
Look, just put it down, Jeffrey.
Of how the eyebrows are
Whatever the
so
fuck you are, just put it
obviously
down.
electrical
You know
tape,
what? I don't
but it works
think
so
I
well.
will.
like it.
You gave me dominion over the multiverse, Ezra, and my power will only grow.
Don't you dare!
Look directly in the camera.
Right, you know, all that psychic energy
Yeah,
and shit. There must be
he does
some way to
that
track it.
sometimes.
I can try, but I'm not making any promises.
Fuck!
You know, for how bad of a guy he is, we don't see Ezra get angry a lot, which I think is quite interesting.
Okay.
Yes, the original Raven.
Why didn't Kay come back to play Raven in the second one?
COVID stuff, because we were doing it in the late summer, early fall, and Kay didn't want to do it because of their family or something along those lines.
Why would that be?
Nothing against Kay. I just also think Kaya plays a better Raven.
I do think Kay plays a better Raven. However, I think Kay plays this first Raven very well.
Very well.
Yes. Because
I think Kay would have played a better Raven in the second movie. I don't know like where they were with like coming out at that time, but I know recently he's become like a lot more confident in themselves. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. I believe this was just, as you'll see in the credits, not credited as Kay, so this was just before.
Just before.
Yeah.
Free.
Same with Kaya too. Like right after I cast Kaya and we started filming, they came out. So.
God damn it, Raven!
Yeah. Same with Aaron too for Multiversal after we finished filming Multiversal.
So funny.
The Jethroverse makes people gay.
I mean,
not just that, but
to
you know.
defeat a demon that's possessing a puppet. Help me out?
You really expect me to believe that?
Look, Raven, I know we haven't always seen eye to eye on everything.
Eye to eye? We used to be friends and then you had to screw everything up.
I think Kaya plays a better,
trying to ruin what we had?
you know,
Even if you weren't, you were doing a perfectly
older
good job.
Raven, more in tune with the staff. I think Kaya does that very well.
Also, just like
You being an absolute ass as per usual?
looser in the character,
Obviously
like
drop the staff off here specifically just to sow
I know how to
discord and
explain
keep me
it.
distracted.
I know
while
what you're
fighting
talking
you.
about, though.
Well, then it's working.
The sort of
What the hell do you want me
this
to do?
Raven
Just
has
apologize?
more
Apologies won't do
is
anyone
slightly
justice.
more
You
innocent
led this
and
Davian straight to the
not
house
ignorant.
Serious.
That sounds
That
yes,
wasn't
serious, and
intentional.
not ignorant because that sounds a little
I
insulting,
used to be a person
but just
that didn't
not
care if
fully
innocents died,
knowledgeable.
but that's not
And
me
Kea
anymore.
and the Kea Raven is, I think.
I agree.
I don't believe that.
I did horrible shit. My past is something I can never outrun. I don't deserve redemption.
But let me guess, I should give you the staff so that you can save the universe from an evil force.
You said it, not me.
What say you, my friend?
I do like the noise from the staff too.
Yeah,
Like,
and
it's a little funny, but I do like it.
It stayed consistent, also.
Yes.
I guess I spoke too soon.
That's what all of our filming days looked like, because it looks like it was sunny and warm.
Yeah.
However, it was windy, so probably not blisteringly hot.
This was in the summer. This was really, really nice. This is a great day.
Well, our day in the summer, it was like fucking hot.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, it was. And not just because we were there.
You can really talk to this thing?
I was in the metahuman accident in 2013 with Vincent Kane, Carrie Voss, and Sadie Duvall. I have the ability to
Boom,
speak
more
to and
references to
understand all physical
multiversal,
beings,
which
living or not.
hadn't started yet.
Well, sounds like a blessing to me.
Fuck, I hate this line so much. Oh, I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. I'm gonna talk over it because I hate it so much. Oh, it sucks, it's so bad, and I hate it, I hate it, I hate it. It sucks. Oh my god, it's so terrible. It's the worst line I've ever written. It's so terrible. Oh my god, please stop talking. There we go.
Those are some very, specific observations.
It's hard not to be specific when it's a part of your everyday life. I've gotten to know these things inside and out.
Well, I'm sure it has its uses, you know?
Oh, it certainly does. But I'm still trying to figure out if the good outweighs bad.
okay, his outfit, Kay's, is very similar to the outfit that I wore our first day of filming. Like, I'm pretty sure those are the same jeans.
That I can be a better person.
I just wore the white sweater and the black jacket.
True.
Are Kay's pronouns he, him?
They, he.
Everyone be going by they, he. My best friend Colby just came out as they, he.
Even more
I'm
than
so
It
proud.
wasn't easy.
I'm so proud.
Drop the staff off on Earth 48. Just to make things harder.
Mostly because they were like talking about like gender and stuff, and I was like, have you thought about like exploring your pronouns?
You know, all things considered,
And
it went surprisingly well.
after a little bit, it came out, and I was like,
Staff back, and Raven didn't
what can I
So, like,
say?
I'm not gonna say I had anything to do with this, but I had everything to do with
But
this.
I think I picked like his brain to like start actually thinking about it.
were massacring everyone in
Yeah,
their
for sure.
path. They would have killed her anyway.
You can keep telling yourself that, or you can grow up and accept that you made a mistake.
Ezra's talking about the Zendavians here, which become
pretend
quite important in Beyond Help
Second,
2.
that it was. Zendavians
Also,
were after you. You might not have known that.
Rose
but you
referenced
went
the
back
character
to
of
the house
Frederick,
with Raven and
who
Alana
was
anyway,
another one of
and
Ezra's
Alana
cast
didn't
people
make
that
it out
lived on
alive.
Earth 48. We are going to get to see who Frederick is in the holiday special.
People
Fun fact.
in grief look for something or someone to blame.
May or may not be played by my roommate.
Your
but we'll
fault
see.
or not,
Oh.
Alana
Yeah.
died because of you.
Which roommate, Connor?
Doesn't matter
Yes.
if you intended it. You can
I told you I had
understand
Connor and
something.
Josiah mixed up for the longest time, right?
Yeah, yes, you did. I was about to say Connor's the unhinged one, but they're both kind of unhinged in different ways.
Track down
Josiah's
the copies
quietly
of the puppet that are
unhinged,
out there
like
and
me.
Just destroy them.
We could do that, or
What, do you have a better idea?
we could go back in time to before the demon possessed the puppet. If we take the puppet out of the equation, maybe the whole murder thing might not happen.
It just might work. Care to join me on this one?
I thought you never asked. Where are we?
While I like the scene of them going back to the events of earlier in the movie, nothing comes of it, which is unfortunate. But I like the way that that it turned out visually, especially when the future Ezra is walking past the past Ezra.
Summer, have you seen Silver Scream yet?
No.
Guys,
you have to understand. I have not had time to breathe. I'm surprised.
Okay, well, what time is your rehearsal? So what time do you have to leave?
I'm gonna leave at like 5:40.
Oh, we could easily watch a 7-minute
We
thing
could-
right after.
Oh
We
yeah,
should watch
please,
it after.
please.
And
After
then maybe
after the Beyond Help bloopers, of course.
Yes, of course. Maybe at some point Rowan can actually edit the Silver Screen bloopers.
Maybe.
Because I want to see that clip of me screaming.
Breaks the fourth wall again.
You find it?
Yep.
Perfect. There was a dog.
The lighting.
We should probably
It's supposed to be night, but let's just pretend it's night.
Right, great.
I like it though.
Yeah. It's quite cheesy, you know? This shot is so good. So good.
Where's the line? Oh, I see it.
I feel like the line's quite obvious, but it works. This is where the lighting works.
Well, I was looking on the wrong side for the line.
Right.
Everything should be fine now, right?
Well,
I think putting a line
Directly in
middle
the
of
Go back a little bit for a second.
Well, if we did change time,
Yeah.
seconds to solidify.
I was also gonna say, I also think it's
So, in 5,
really important to not put the split right in the center because that's where everyone looks.
Exactly.
All right. If we succeeded, should be good now.
So I guess removing the puppets
Yep, same shot.
did nothing to help the timeline, and the King family still died.
I was trying my hardest not to laugh.
If only.
Let me do some more research. There's got to be something to expel that demon from the puppet. I mean, something. I don't know about you, but I don't want to track hundreds or maybe thousands of puppets across the multiverse, and I don't think you do either.
You know me so well.
I love reading books, it's fun.
It's quite weird. That's what the Chronicle floor looks like after every delivery. We bring back the papers from the previous week, toss them on the floor, and they pick them up after the delivery.
I'm pretty sure that was my newspaper article.
Oh, really? Oh, that makes so much sense.
It's so frantic.
Summer, I remember delivering that to you. That was the first time we had seen each other in years.
Oh my god!
Don't you remember?
The Eye of the Dragon.
Yes, I
That was
remember.
great.
It was an artifact created by Gabriel Van Helsing to use against Count
Oh my
Dracula's
god.
horde.
Crazy.
Vampires are real?
There is so much
Earth
about
5,
multiverse
Earth
you
V
don't
is the
know.
vampire dimension. It has been established
So it
in
says here
canon.
that the Eye of
By
the
not
Dragon
me,
is
but
used
it
to
has been
trap
established by someone. Patrick Moran.
It does it by trapping them inside of a containment unit.
I think he edits the Jethroverse
demons
wiki
alive
more than I do.
But safely isolated from the
There's a
outside world.
wiki.
Oh, there absolutely is.
Like what?
It's a good organizer of all of
never
the, like,
seen
of all the
Ghostbusters.
timeline stuff and all
That
the
makes sense.
references.
It's like the quintessential film on every Earth. Okay, how about this? After
What movie? Ghostbusters?
Ghostbusters.
We are watching Ghostbusters together. I will show you this masterpiece.
I have better things to do with my time.
And so do I.
Do I have to?
Yes, absolutely you do.
This is just us
how do we
being
get
friends. That
this?
was completely improvised.
Well, the earliest records put it in the possession of one Riker Kane.
Riker!
Yeah.
Guest star number 3. Wait, no, sorry, number 5.
Shit.
Yep.
So now, Katie, you understand this because Riker's dead because of Jethroverse stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. That is not an option. Riker Kane may be dead, but the Eye of the Dragon still has to be out there somewhere. We have to try.
You didn't let me finish. I have a jump watch back at the office. You could use it. Time travel back.
And Riker was played by Aaron.
Yes,
Really great idea.
still is.
I don't deserve you.
Even in the
First time
Jethroverse
you've ever
hologram,
been right about anything.
still played by Aaron. Yeah, I guess that's a spoiler that Riker
Oh,
comes back. But
there's Aaron.
yes, and Riker has the beard, which we will see in Multiversal as well. So it's around the time that the flashbacks in Multiversal are.
Who's asking?
You do have the Eye of the Dragon.
So
right?
cheesy in this bit. I love it so much.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sorry, that was a bit forward of me. My name is Ezra Thorne.
You're the guy who's hunting doppelgangers of Jethro Smith.
If you can believe it, I'm from the future. My associate and I are facing a dangerous enemy, and the Eye of the Dragon may be the only thing we can use to defeat it.
Xander is behind the camera for this.
You don't sound like the Ezra Thorne from the stories. I don't trust you one bit.
Do not just... Okay. Again, I'm from the future. I've changed, and it seems that no one can wrap their head around that fact.
I don't believe people can change. How am I supposed to know what you'll really use the eye for?
So you admit you have the Eye of the Dragon?
No.
Aaron, so in one of her interviews for the Behind Multiversal, Aaron referenced the line, "I don't believe people can change," which I think is fascinating, considering that A, it's not from Multiversal, and B, she filmed that like 8 months before she did that interview. So the fact that she remembered warms my heart, that someone remembered one of my lines that wasn't really, that is quite important to their character. So
The Zendavians, they're a fierce bunch.
That's the start of a running joke. Whenever anyone mentions the Zendavians, the other one says, "Oh, they're a fierce bunch." From the Jethroverse, that's what Wayne said when the superintendent
He still
mentioned.
thinks I'm the evil Ezra Thorne that he's heard about in the stories.
You don't think you could bring him around?
I mean, I'm not a master negotiator or anything. I mean, I do have a lot of skills, but that's not one of them. If he can't believe that I'm not that
Name
person,
Ezra's skills, Rowan.
can't overcome.
He has a very particular set of them. That's I know that much.
You have to become Ezra Thorne.
And what is that set if it's so particular?
It's extremely particular, so particular that there are no words to describe his set of skills.
I'm sure. I'm sure.
Tread into my past and unlock the worst version of myself.
You can't keep running from your past. Believe me, you'll never get anywhere. There's no future.
Out of curiosity, how much is left?
Embrace it.
About 20 minutes.
Okay.
Really,
I'm
really
gonna
like
use-
Show him how bad
15 minutes of actual, content.
I'm gonna use the restroom real quick.
Perfect.
All right, I'll be back.
Staff?
Yeah, I think I'll be okay.
Look.
Back for seconds?
I don't need seconds.
And why is that?
Because I'm always finished after the first meal.
After the first meal. I need something.
Aaron pitched that line. I thought it was so funny.
Honestly, it would make things a hell of a lot easier if you would hand it over right here and now and skip all of this.
Can you pause really quickly? I just want
Yeah.
to point something out in the shot.
Yeah.
Look at the way Aaron's neck into their torso is pretty much a vertical line.
That's terrifying. I think it's because the stuff on her arm right there is
I know it's like parallel, so it's
Yeah.
a weird shot.
Yeah.
But isn't that so weird?
That is so weird and really funny, and I never noticed that before. Oh man.
I'm not afraid of you, Ezra Thorne.
Despite the stories you
Aaron fully commits, and it's so good.
Until she gives up.
until she gives up in multiverse.
You heard about the
But
one
yeah.
where I
She tries again in the Jethroverse Hall of Victory, though. Which is,
murder?
I love you, Aaron.
Only to bring them back to life later on and salvage their soul for a bloodthirsty demon? Or maybe the one where I used an entire Earth as a breeding ground for genetically modified creatures? Or maybe the one where I survived Mr. Patriot's lethal injection?
Another Drake and Wade reference that you will not
How about
understand.
the one where I edited Entertainment Studios' multi-million-dollar film Arctic Dogs to include a subliminal message that would order children to eat their parents?
There is a story behind Arctic Dogs. Have I told you this, Katie?
No.
So there was a Sturgis, theater event, and we afterward we wanted to go out. Me, Aaron, Cade, Genevieve, and a couple others. And it was like 9:30 p.m. We went to the Hyannis Mall. They wouldn't let us into the R-rated movies because some of us were not 17 yet. It was like a couple weeks before Aaron and I turned 17. And so the only thing that was playing that
Do
we
you
could
and Aaron have the same birthday?
no, she is 2 weeks older than me, I believe.
Oh, okay.
2.5 maybe. And so the only thing that we could see was a 10 o'clock showing of a kids movie on opening night called Arctic Dogs. When I say it's one of the worst movies I've ever seen, I am not exaggerating. This movie's terrible. But it was only us in the theater, so we could yell and we could talk and we could do whatever the hell we wanted, and it was so much fun. And that is an experience that I will always remember and always treasure. And so I worked it into the scene, and I am so happy that I did.
That's
Do
nice.
you think I'm intimidated by you?
I had really hoped so.
Fight scene.
The sound effects.
Yeah.
Fuck you!
Not the best fight scene I've ever choreographed. Those were primitive glove lightning effects. I have much better ones now.
The Eye of the Dragon. Where is it?
If you really are from the future, why'd you have to travel back in time to get it? Unless... How does it happen?
Quickly.
Vincent!
Guest star number 6. Xander was so tired and so bored. Did not want a part of this.
The Eye of the Dragon? Yeah, that one. Can you go grab it for me?
The lighting.
It's so bright.
Because I gotta keep an eye on this fuckwad.
Fine, I'll get it.
You better be using this for what you promised.
If you can't believe that I've changed.
The reason I don't believe it, because I've never seen it. I don't trust in change. To me, it doesn't seem absolute.
We'll see, I suppose.
We'll see, I suppose.
I suppose.
Here you go.
Here you go. I love watching him walk away.
Oh, I hate to see him go, but I love to watch him walk away.
Trust you.
But?
There is no but. I just don't trust you.
Great line.
Well, thank you for entrusting me with this. I'll return it to you when I'm finished.
Keep it. If what you insinuated was true, I won't be needing it anymore. And there are worse hands that could end up in.
It's beautiful.
Ethereal.
So, how exactly does it work?
I love that prop. I have it with me at school.
It's great.
I may or may not be using it for Beyond Help, for one of the future Beyond Helps, but it's like, it's so gorgeous.
So
What
when
is
are you
it?
going
It's
to
just
come
like a little
It's
like
it's a
cage.
dragon
to be a
eye box
time
from
and place
Yankee and
far away from
in
here.
Chatham that my friend who
Especially
works
before
there
it
got
gets
it for me
involved
for
with
my
that
birthday a
family.
couple years
I
before.
think I know
Okay.
the exact time.
And it sat in my room gathering dust until I used it for this.
Good.
So yeah,
I came, as you asked.
I came as you asked.
I brought what you requested.
I Snapchatted Will during this.
Oh yeah.
And I said, he's a movie star, and he agreed he was basically famous.
Basically.
I worked to create a
Not basically, he is famous.
miracle.
Yes.
And I'm not giving this to you until you give me what I was promised in return.
I notice you don't have any of your clones.
I miss his long hair.
What the hell? It's complicated. I'm not gonna bother.
I love these scenes too. Filming them
are you a
especially was
doppelganger?
so much fun.
I'm from the future. And
Also, wasn't it so seamless? This scene,
yes,
from early on, I filmed like a month before the future Ezra stuff.
Miracle.
Really?
I know, right? Right? You would never have known.
You would never know. And this day is also windy too.
I notice
So it's
Exactly.
kind of almost.
any of your clone soldiers with you.
What the hell? It's complicated. I'm not gonna bother. Are you a doppelganger? I'm from the future, and trust me, I'm gonna be saving you a lot of work.
What the hell is going on?
I'm putting you away, Moloch. You're never gonna hurt anyone ever again.
Is that so? You think that you can defeat me? Hammerlock.
I like the illusion. I think the illusion of me being raised up in the air was.
It's done very, very, very well.
Thank you.
The designer of despair, the creator of chaos. If this is an attempt at a double cross, it's a rather pathetic one.
Oh no, it's nothing of the sort. I have no idea who this bastard is, but I'm fascinated. Fucker. Well, I mean, you can't be surprised if indeed you are me from the future. Unless...
Angie Ezra.
You've changed.
Angie Ezzy.
How? Why?
Angie Ezzy.
Fucking tell you that?
Maybe you better answer the man.
I wonder what would prompt such a stark change. You seem like a completely different person. You don't think it would be possible? The change? It's not like me. Believe it, buddy. This guy?
I like playing the two Ezras. It was a lot of fun.
You need to get away
Even though they're literally wearing the
Far
exact
away
same thing
as
aside
possible.
from old
Why else do you
Ezra,
think I would travel
past
back in time
Ezra
to
is
kill
wearing
Zeus?
the sunglasses.
I am a demon. I cannot be killed.
Well, the demon equivalent of killing, I guess.
You're supposed to be threatening.
And are you trying to convince me to help you out?
You don't seem to be very successful in either.
Plan
B then.
Fuck yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that was
Where's the
that
line?
was my first reaction too.
Where is the line? Where's the line?
We did this last time. And
We
I
did,
forget.
but I forgot where it was.
I see it.
Where is it?
It's closer to the Ezra on the right. You can see it in the
Yeah, I see
pavement.
it.
Yeah,
Pavement.
I see it. Wow. Wow. That's so good.
I can't risk it.
Lining it up with like the straight planes in the background
Yes.
definitely helps.
Deal. Yeah, sorry about that. What happens to me in the future? Can't you tell me anything? It's not always like this. What are you gonna do with him? What I have to.
I don't buy that old Ezra would go along with this so quickly, but
Mm-hmm.
he had to for the sake of the story. I mean, we're already an hour 40 minutes in, so. demon vision.
Like, is there product in Will's hair? Did he put product in his hair?
No.
No. He didn't.
That's natural? That's not fair.
I know. No, he only puts product in his hair when it's short.
Where's the line there?
Where's the line there?
I remember where this one was, but I don't know how. I didn't find it. You guys had to tell me where it was.
Actually, I don't know.
I remember finding it in the grass.
That effect, by the way.
I can't tell
it.
if it's just.
I
I
see
can't
it.
tell if it's just grainy for me, or if it's a line.
Exactly. I see it. Can you guys see my mouse?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's right there.
Stop.
It's incredibly light.
I can't see it.
It's right there, and
This
then
is the best one by far.
it sort of disappears. It's there. Down there.
I can't see it.
Down there. Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's wild.
Good for you.
Thank you. This I think is the best, and also the Eye of the Dragon effect here. I do believe is the best effect in the movie.
That's awesome.
Max does that as well. Yeah. This was a really fun day too.
Just think of where you want your life to go. Is this really what you want to be doing for the rest of your life? Make deals with shitty demons and then live off the benefits for a few months before you have to do it again?
I want to see that guy who Moloch possessed waking up after Moloch possessed him. Being like, what? What the fuck?
What the heck?
All right,
Even a
let's
post-credit
play Where's the Line?
I found it, I think.
Yeah,
I found it.
Yeah, I see it.
It's right there. Wait, hold on. Right
No,
there.
Oh, yes, it's right there because the
Yeah.
grass doubles.
Yeah. Yeah. Still very well
Still
done.
crazy.
You wouldn't have known.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched this so many times. You guys have seen it a couple times too.
Did you do it?
I did it!
You did
Yeah!
I'm proud of you.
I had a few words with my past self, guided him in the right direction.
It can be dangerous, talking to your past self.
Ezra, you
I made sure
motherfucker.
not to, touch him or anything, just in case that would fuck up space-time continuum or something.
Smart move.
We should probably go check on the family, right? The family that, was affected by all this.
Yeah.
The only
Well,
family.
since you've
The only
talked to
family
Moloch
in
and
existence.
changed time, the king should be fine.
Let's leave this here and let's go.
Sounds good.
Why would they leave it there? Bring it with what? What are you doing, guys?
You wrote this.
Or at least lock it up first.
That's the way the back goes.
Hell yeah, we changed the timeline. Yeah, okay.
Can't celebrate yet.
Why not?
We made sure the King family's safe, but there are still copies of that thing all across the multiverse.
We have to hunt them down.
Yes. Yes, we do.
Oh, that time?
Always.
You finished what you're gonna do?
I think I've decided I'm gonna make a microwave baked potato for my dinner before I leave.
Very nice.
I've done it before, and it actually really does work.
Interesting.
You just gotta stab it a lot so it doesn't explode.
After the bloopers and silver screen, of course.
Staff is happy
Obviously.
about it too.
Yes.
That's good.
Which, if the viewers have not watched, they should definitely go watch both of those things.
Yes.
They absolutely should.
Hey,
They absolutely should.
I'm
not willing to forgive
I
you.
am somewhat disappointed that we never got to see more of Ezra interacting with Kay's Raven. I genuinely think that
Me
Yes,
too.
we
They
will.
have a good
they're very good.
dynamic.
Yeah.
I thought they interacted a lot.
You know what? There is actually something.
Yeah.
You could
No,
have-
Kay.
Oh,
Kay.
Kay, not
Kay,
Kay.
yeah.
Okay.
No. You know, something fun that I was going to do for the Jethroverse finale movie before it turned out to be way too complicated is having Kay and Kay and Kaya be like ravens from different universes and team up, and having Ava and Genevieve be Carries from different universes and teaming up. How awesome would that have been?
That'd be pretty cool.
Like for the final battle, but you know that would not have worked for a variety of reasons, but unfortunately.
I left it with a friend, someone with a special connection to it.
Okay.
This is setting up a plot line in Multiversal.
Needed any more help fighting the demon puppet?
I didn't intend it to, and then I wrote Multiversal, and I was like, hey, this is cool.
I think I know someone who'd love to be in on it.
Montage.
That's the knife.
Yes, that knife looks familiar.
Fucking montage. My second best scene in the movie. My second favorite scene in the movie. I love how Kay just pops up with absolutely no introduction whatsoever, but then we find out their connection with Veronica in the in Multiversal. So. God, I love this montage so much. That's how the puppet lost the eye. Olivia was whacking it against the... Yes, he still has both eyes there.
Is this when Kate and Zoe were dating?
Yes. It was the brief period when they were together.
Why is Raven fighting with the superintendent?
They're not. They're a different location. Same with Rose.
Okay.
They're all in different locations.
Because I was gonna say, like, isn't that whole thing like a no-no?
That hasn't happened yet, actually. That happens in Multiversal. So Raven and the superintendent do not know each other. I love that.
That's funny.
When we collapsed there, like heavily breathing, Jarrett was like, "Guys, what's the context for this scene?" I think that's in the bloopers. It was really funny.
I can leave the Eye of the Dragon with you. I can trust you.
He's leaving the Eye of the Dragon with her then. Might that come back in the Jethroverse Hollow Victory? We'll have to see.
I need to like take notes of what I need to remember for Jethroverse.
I know there's so
Hollow
fucking
Victory.
much, right?
Yes, I'm aware.
It'll be in the recap. Everything you need to know will be in the recap.
Thank you. I should probably get back to my dimension now to Claire.
Well, if you ever have any more adventures, and you need my help, you have me on speed dial.
You got it.
Aww. Our hug, I think, is one of the best hugs in the Jethroverse. A lot of
It's a
them
pretty good hug.
turn out to be pretty awkward, but like we're like good friends in real life, so you know they're real hugs. Now the hug in this scene with Claire, for instance,
It's awkward.
quite awkward.
You trying to pull away?
You went on a whole side adventure and didn't bring me along.
There was just lock up.
Fun fact,
You bet.
the day that I filmed this scene with Annalise was the day that we filmed 90% of her scenes for Multiversal as well.
Wow.
Yeah, I know, right? So that just goes to show how much of that I had written by then. I think I'd written the whole show at that point.
I'm just glad to be back.
Hey, look who it is. The product.
Fucking hell. Fucking fuck balls. See the microphone. Oh, how?
It's good to see you too, Heinrich.
All right, buddy. Tell me.
Good to see. It's a voice.
Shut the fuck up.
Do you know whose voice?
Whose?
Brennan.
That was Brennan. I know, right? Brennan had to fill in for Nate because Nate could not get back to me as fast as I needed to. So I had Brennan imitate Nate.
So in the Jethroverse movie, I know there's a couple people that I don't really want to watch interact together. Is there a way that I can just skip over that?
We will figure out. We will figure something out.
Okay.
I was editing it the other day, and they are very brief scenes. I was surprised at how brief those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yay! Yay! Yay!
Yay!
Woo! Yay! My favorite
Yay!
I've ever done. Yay! One 1.5 speed.
Wait, go back one? Oh, I thought it was Sam Knight, and I was like, what? Go ahead.
No, that's Sam Knight's brother, actually. He's the villain in Drake and Wayne, and he pops up in Multiversal and the Jethroverse movie as well.
How interesting. Okay,
I know,
go ahead.
right? Yeah. Cade asked to be credited.
Hobbit toss. Oh, now it just sounds weird.
Yeah, I know, right? Shit. Ball sacks.
Rowan.
I think this was exclusively filmed in Chatham, aside from the cruise scene at the beginning. Oh, wait, no. Yeah, exclusively Chatham. You're watching the Scream Avenger.
You're watching
the Scream
I love it so much.
I still don't know the story behind that, but I'm not.
I will tell you.
Huh? Is there no other movie we could be watching?
I mean, we could watch the remake or the sequel or the reboot / prequel.
They made a sequel?
Yeah, and they were gonna make a third, but one of them died.
This is the
They did make a third.
movie
Oh, yeah.
across every earth?
Yeah, I mean, it's a little surprising, isn't it?
Why not Titanic?
And of course, this is setting up multiversal. Multiversal.
Multiversal.
Yeah.
Epic.
Yeah, that's it. That is Beyond Help. One of my personal favorite things that has been made in the Jethroverse, just because it feels separate, at least for the first half, but it still ends up tying in a lot as well, which I think is great, because that's what something set in an expanded universe should do. So, I know you guys have seen it before, but what are your thoughts on Beyond Help?
I honestly really love the movie and everything you did, and I think it's just overall it's a good just growth piece for you, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I will say it's a lot easier to understand than your past projects.
Mm-hmm.
And I do really like this movie because it's not as like convoluted, but it's also not boring, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it totally does. Yeah. So next week is, or rather this week, is the start of our multiversal docuseries. We will continue to watch Multiversal on our own. We will not be recording our commentaries for that because you have something better. You got the full-blown documentaries for Multiversal. And then we will be back after Multiversal to review, to commentate, commentate on? Is that? I don't know. To watch and
commentary.
Do commentaries for The Sinners Club, Steel and Rye, and the Keymaster movie. That is what is coming up in the next commentary episode of Behind the Jethroverse. So, for Behind the Jethroverse, my name is Rowan Wood. Thank you so much to Catie Clarke and Summer Bates for joining me once again, and we will be back very soon.